You know what's fascinating? In 2026, we are watching AI videos get millions of views while handmade content struggles to break 1000. And I spent the last 3 months analyzing exactly 1000 viral AI videos to figure out why. What I found was not what I expected. And on pattern showed in up 847 of them. This pattern is probably worth more than any courses you will buy this year. I ambitious it, and before you think this is another AI will make you rich video, it's not. This is about understanding a pattern that's working right now, whether you are use AI or not. So, if you are struggling to get views, if you are curious about what actually makes content go viral in the AI era, stay with me because by the end of this video, you will understand the exact framework and I am going to show you how to apply it today. Now, quick context, I am not saying my guru who showed up last month. I have been in digital marketing since 2021 and I have failed more times than most people have tried. I started watching a make money with mobile video during COVID, failed at service, bombarded at CPM marketing, even launched a project called Wilderness CPA that completely flopped. But those failures taught me something, how to analyze what actually works versus what people think works. And that's exactly what I did here. I did not just scroll through AI videos, I created a spreadsheet. I tracked view counts, engagement rates, watch time patterns, hook style, content structure, everything. I looked at faceless channels, talking head channels, educational channel, entertainment, even the word step. And 3 months later, I have data on 1000 videos, same got 10 million views, same got 200. And the difference between them is not luck, it's a formula. So here's what we are covering today. The 3-part viral formula that showed up in 84.7% of successful AI videos, the biggest mistake of 90% of creators make with AI content, and it's killing their watch time. The gap takeaway that keeps people watching past the first 30 seconds and the on element that expects the 100k views videos from 10 million view videos is not a theory. That's a pattern recognition backed by actual data. And the best part? You can use this formula whether you are using AI tools or not because the pattern is not about AI. It's about human psychology. Let's dive in. Part 1. The curiosity gap hook. Out of 1000 videos, I analyzed 847 of the successful ones, that's a 84.7%. Opens with what I call a curiosity gap hook. Not clickbait, not spamming, a genuine knowledge gap that makes your brain idle. Here's the difference. Clickbait, this is tool made me 10,000 overnight. Promises right, curiosity gap, owl tested 47 AI tools and the only 3 actual saved me time. Here's why. Promise discovery. See the difference? On makes a climb and don't believe. The other creates a gap between what you are know and what you want to know. Your brain hates gaps. It went to choose them. The viral videos understand this. They open with, I thought AI would replace me, but then I found this pattern. Everyone using ChatGPT wrong. Here's what the top 1% do differently. I analyze 500 AI generated images and 12 hid this hidden detail. Each one creates a gap. Each one makes you think with the what pattern, what are they doing differently, what detail. And here's the data point that shocked me. Videos with curiosity gap hooks hit an average watch time of 68% compared to 23% of standard hooks. That's almost triple the retention. Part 2. The pattern interrupt system. Okay, so you have got them in first 30 seconds. Now what? This is the where 90% of AI videos die. They open strong, then turn into a lecture or a slideshow. Or wait, just AI videos reading text over stock footage. The viral ones, they use pattern interrupts every 45 to 90 seconds. What's pattern interrupt? It's anything that breaks in a certain question, a personal story, a visual change, a surprising realistic. I learned this the hard way back in 2003 when I was running my failed Wilderness CPA project. I created content that was packed with information but boring as hell. I throw more information equal more value. Wrong. More information without engagement equal people living. A successful AI videos I analyze use those pattern interrupts. The question interrupt, but here's what nobody is talking about. Use every 60 to 90 seconds, the story interrupt, quick 20 to 30 seconds, and add code or example, the visual interrupt, scene changes, demonstrations, before after conversations, the step interrupt. 73% of people who try this quite in this first week. Here's why the other 27% succeed. On channel I started 10 million views on their AI tutorial is a question every 47 seconds on average. That's not accident, that's a design. Part 3. The value allocation ladder. Here's where it gets interesting. The videos that win out from 100k views to millions don't just share impression. Accelerated value throughout the video. What does this mean? Think it of like climbing stairs. Step 1 surface level instant first 2 minutes. Step 2 deeper explanation with examples minute 2 to 5. And step 3 advanced application to unexpected insight minute 5 to 8. Step 4 actionable framework of next step final 2 minutes. Most videos give you step 1 and 2 then repeats. The viral ons keep climbing the keep giving you reason to stay because each section was more valuable than the last. I saw this in a video about AI art that got 8.3 million views. It started with a how to generate AI art basic, moved to how to fix common mistakes, iterable, then dropped here's the prompt structure professional ears, advanced, the ended with here's how to actually sell it application. Each step made you think, okay, this is the good step and the next section was even better. Now let me tell you about the mistake that's killing 90% of AI content. And it's probably something you are doing right now. The mistake is hiding behind the AI. Let me explain. Out of the 1000 videos analyzed, the ones that flopped I am taking under 1000 views despite good topics and one thing I can common. Zero human presence. They were pure AI voice, generic stock footage, no personality, no story, no you, just impression delivery. And here's the thing, we already have that. It's called Google. It's called Wikipedia. If I win pure impression, I don't need a video. The viral videos understood something critical. People don't watch video for impression. They watch for transformation, connection, or entertainment. The successful AI content creators used to AI as a tool, not a replacement. They showed up as themselves. They shared their failures like I am doing right now. They said, I tried this and it sucked. Or here's what actually worked for me. On creator yesterday, it's called him Mike. Make AI tutorials videos. His first 20 videos, pure AI voice, faceless, generic. Average views 340. Then he started applying the camera for 30 seconds at the start and end, sharing his actual result and frustrations. His next 20 videos, average views 47,000. Same topic, same quality information. The only difference, he showed up as a human and look, I get it, I really do. When I started back in December 21 from my auntie's house in Cheribandor, I went to hide too. I thought who I am teach anyone anything. But here's what I learned from my mechanic days. You know that you are spent fixing motorcycles. People don't trust the tool. They trust the mechanic. When to know that you have done this. You have tested it. You know what breaks. AI is your tool, but you are a mechanic. The data breaks this up. Videos with human presence, even if a student has 4.2x higher engagement rates than fully AI-generated content. Alright, so we are getting into a technical step now, the gap technique. This is the what keeps people past that critical 30-second mark. It's simply simple once you see it. Here's how it works. You prove something specific but deliver in the middle of the video, not the beginning. Most people think I'll give them the answer right away so they don't leave. Wrong. That's exactly when they leave. Because the gap is closed, the viral videos did this. I am going to show you the exact prompt that generated this image, but first you need to understand why 90% of prompts fail. By the end of this video, you will have the 3-tool framework, but let me show you why tools don't matter if you are missing this own thing. See what they are doing? They're acknowledging the gap. Yes, I have the answer you come for, but they are creating many gaps along the way that you need to close first. It's like when I was building allocations as electronics as a kid. I cannot just slap a battery on a speaker and expect sound. I need to understand their correct, their resonance and their connection. Each price created answering for a next piece. The successful AI videos taught in layers and each layers create a new micro gap. Here's the real example from a video that got 5.2 million views. Oh, this AI prompt get 10x better results. Gap 1. But first, here's show you prompts stack. Gap 2, okay, now here's the structure, but there's a hidden element no tells about. Gap 3, that hidden element is context. Let me show you how to add it. Gap 4, mid 7, now here's the exact prompt, bonus, and here's how you modify it for different use cases. Notice they delivered the promise, but by the prompt you have invested. They have learned so much along the way that went to see the application. Now here's the part that surprised me most. What surprised it? 100,000 view from a 10 million view video? I thought it will be production quality or editing or algorithm hacks. No, it was accessibility. The 100 view videos taught you something specific, how you use ChatGPT for email writing. The 10 million video taught you a framework you could apply anywhere. the three-part prompts structure that works for any AI tool. See the difference? On is a flash, on is a phishing lessons. The mega viral videos expanded the use cases. They made you think I can use this for my emails, my content and my businesses, my side project, everything. Here's the pattern I found. 100k videos, here's how to do X with Y tool, 1 million views. Here's how to do X with any similar tool. 10 million views, here's the framework behind X that work everywhere. The more universal the application, the more people share it, because now it's not just valuable to them, it's valuable to their friends, their colleagues, their audience. This is the something I learned from my failure. My World Institute project was too specific. It solved a problem only a tiny gap had. My current work with Maxim Marketing is built on frameworks, SEO principles, quant strategies, business models that apply blindly. That's what their viral AI videos did. They state specific theirs and here's a tool, but indeed universal. Here's how you think about AI tools. Okay, let me the actionable. Here's the next step framework. If you are creating AI content or any content, 1. Craft your curiosity gap hook. Don't promise results, promise discoveries, and create a knowledge gap your viewer when to close test. Will this make me when to watch? 2. Build your pattern interrupt. List plan 1 interrupt every 45 to 90 seconds. Make question, stories, states, and visual changes. Write them into a script. Don't improvise. 3. Show up as a human even if you use AI tools. Add your perspective, share what worked, what don't, what surprise you remember. People like me change, not tools. 4. Design your value allocation map out. Basic, intermediate, and advanced application. Each selection should feel more valuable than the last in of the frameworks. Not just facts. 5. Explain the use case. Use case asks how can this apply beyond the obvious. Turn topics into the principles. Make it shareable by making it answerable. Look, here's the truth. I am not some awareness success. I am not a guru who's been doing this for 20 years. I am a 22 years old from Dinspur, Bangladesh, who studied in 2021 with zero experience and failed more times than I care to count. But I learned to analyze what works, to find patterns, to the test and machines and adjust, and that's what this data showed me. Viral content is not magic, it's a psychology plus structure plus authenticity. If this breakdown helped you see the content creation differently, if you are going to test on element of this formula, do me a favor, hit the like button. It showed this result was what it. Subscribe you win more data-driven breakdowns like this, and drop a comment telling me which part of the formula surprised you most. Because I am building my marketing on the mission, help you to build and grow your online business with honest data-driven strategies, no magic formulas, just real pattern that work. And I'll see you in the next on. Bye.